Hello everyone, Sunset Duck 2, welcome to another Tanned Forge. This is going to be a 116.5 Let's Play. I did have a 116.4 pack, but I thought I'd do a 116.5, include a few of those, add a few new, and yeah, do a second Forge Let's Play. I do have a 117 fabric one in the works, but obviously 117 is not stable yet, and otherwise there's only so much I can get working there, so... But I do have one prepared. Otherwise though, I don't obviously have a video out detailing all the mods, or an install tutorial or anything yet as the making of this first episode, which I've tried to do multiple first episodes, but I thought I'd try this one, since it has enough of what I want at least to get us started on some projects, rather than just general ore collecting and refining it and trying to attempt other things but still not having the resources for it. So yeah, I thought I'd start now since we have at least enough to get us going, and a base and a few other places I've explored, of course, as you can see here. So yeah, because I always hate having to go, it's like, okay, here's our base, and this will take like an episode or 2 episodes worth, or here's a bunch of mining and this and the other, because obviously it can get really annoying once you've seen it enough times, and obviously you want to see more of the interesting stuff, I guess, or at least that's how I interpret it, and it's also what I enjoy doing. So yeah, it's getting to the later stuff. So, for the general stuff that has items and blocks and such, we've got apple trees revived, so we can make our own apple trees, or we can find them in the world. We've got an automation buffer, which will be useful for, I assume, items and other things, I'm pretty sure. I have never used this, but it seemed interesting. Oh, and fluids, that too. So that'll be useful if I ever need to for piping stuff. We've got some drones to do some certain things for us, which will pick up blocks in the area. I might do this for a farm, I guess, which I covered this mod not too long ago. We've got chargers, which is one that obviously charges our powered tools and such for us. I have a electric pickaxe, which I'll get to soon, as you can see there. I don't think I have anything else that gets charged off Forge Energy, but I think that's the only one. Besides, I guess maybe a few things I could use with Megacraft and energy there. We've got compact blocks, which is actually a mistake because I can't uncraft, but would have been just a sort of compressing blocks sort of mod, but there's no uncrafting method. There's just crafting it a certain way, and that's it. So I'll have to get a data pack or some other type of mod that can pack some stuff for us if I ever need to save space. So that was a mistake, unless I want to just use them for decoration, which I don't intend on doing that. Since I already have cobble, of course, so yeah, mistake not worth making there, and that's... I'll just get rid of it, I really don't care. Just cobble. Electric pickaxe, which obviously we can make soon because we've got diamonds. I obviously did want to use some of the other sort of tools, which we'll get to, which adds obviously some upgrades and such. End utilities, end tech. We've got just some ender pearls that can do some special things, and a generator that I still don't know how it works. Flower seeds if we ever need to grow some flowers of particular type more. Fluid tank if we ever need to store stuff, and I think you can move this one on the go, whilst any of the other fluid tanks I have do not keep the contents on them. So glad that I actually added this one in, instead of it just being like, I don't have a fluid tank mod, I wonder. And it's like, I've got 2 other options that add that, but this one will store stuff for us that we can take on the go, which is awesome. We've got the trapper, which we can obviously use some fish for, and a bunch of other treasures. Hyperbox, which we can put some stuff in if we want to put some redstone contraptions or other stuff. I don't do redstone contraptions, but could be useful. Or some other type of thing I want elsewhere, in say another dimension. Let's have soup, which adds a bunch more food. Megacraft, which adds some machines and ores and things. Market crates, which just seemed like an interesting option for inventory stuff. Majo's Broom, which just adds in a broom, a wand, and a hat for when you use for transport. Let's see. Pipes if we ever want to send certain things, places, items, fluids, power, a universal that combines all three, some upgrades. I may or may not use the energy one, because I haven't had any luck when testing with it, so I'm just using the Megacraft's transmitters and receptors, and that's working perfectly fine for transporting some forge energy. If you've obviously seen, of course, quartz chests we've got here, which has the label as well as some colors and customization, and it's just basically a small double chest. Just thought it would be convenient. Do I have any more quartz? I do, enough to make that one as well. Cool. So I don't have to have that wooden double chest there, I can just easily swap it out. Some pumpkin related stuff, as well as other fruits and slices and things. We've got a RF magnet as well, so I guess I could use the charges for that as well. Recycling machine if we want to break stuff down. A backpack, which is just simple here, like so. Some fluid pipes of the wooden kind, a jetpack, obviously the tip tools and such. So another option besides the electric pick. Obviously, technically, since I have diamonds, I can easily breeze past them, and I haven't actually used these because I had barely any iron, as you can see here, and most of my iron's gone straight into these machines and everything else. So that's always been fun. We've got vases for just some other type of decoration, like the market stall. Or the market crate, I mean. Voluminous energy with its sort of fluids, gases sort of thing, tons of machines, some oil and other stuff, watering can, some pumping if we need to for, I think lava works with this, but water specifically at least is intended for it. And then we've got candy lands, which are our dimension, we've got some XP related stuff. Candyland's obviously our dimension mod, which I don't remember how to start. I know you need a lollipop of sorts, but that's about it. I don't know which one. So this would be our sort of undergarden sort of type dimension-focused mods that we'll get into. Undergarden's obviously the one I used in 161, that Let's Play series. Vanilla hammers for our 3x3, and then a quarry. So, yeah, and a simple grinder, which you can use, obviously, if we need for some vanilla-related stuff. Besides, obviously, our modded focus here, which I only just made that just to sort of have for decoration, technically, because I kind of already got into the crusher and a few other things already, because I had the iron, so I was like, cool, that'll work. And, yeah, conveniently enough. So that's all the, I guess, blocks and items. General stuff, I don't have anything here, but we'll get into others eventually, like odd power and some other technical stuff like, or tweak stuff like lot tweaks and so on. But, yeah, fletching table has use, grinder, apple trees, and more. So that's great. What I want to start with, I'd say, is... that's the thing. Because I've done quite a bit of exploring, and obviously I've done a lot of preparation stuff already, most of those sort of, you know, however many parts for making an episode are technically out of the window, of course, but I just wanted to make enough of them to get us started. That, and I wasn't sure if people really were just like, yeah, we've seen, not just because of seeing mechanism, but like seeing the machines being made and this, that, and the other already. And I'll just go into each of these eventually for those who have never experienced a Megacraft or voluminous energy. So yeah, we'll start off with, let's see, what do we want to start with? I might maybe just... I do have a beehive, surprisingly, that I actually grew a tree of, which I never expected to happen. We can start with that for a farm. We can start with electric pickaxe, because I do want to get that as an option, instead of making a ton of stone tools forever. So we might actually get on that real quick, which will be interesting. So we'll get some sticks here for those. So we'll get that, and I'll get to the upgrades soon. We'll also obviously need honey, which I know I can easily get from that beehive. I don't No. You do need bottles, correct? Yes, iron, which I've got enough of. I need a source station, idle station particularly, target station. Okay, so you can just sort through those. Honeycombs, which I need. Right, so at least we're getting into some bee stuff, because I never did that often. In 116 or otherwise. Any of these series, technically, even in 115 when I've come across them. Right, so just get these out of the way. So we want one of you, we want one of you, and it was a... yeah, and a shovel. I don't know why I got the extra diamonds there. I'm so used to getting 3 of them, I guess. That's probably why. So we want some redstone there. So we'll make this, and I wanted to make it on camera specifically for a reason. Let's see, what else we got? Bees, we got a lot of glass bottles, which I do have some glass I was making up earlier. So we got those. We also want to make a fish trap, which is what I also wanted to make. I also had wanted to make. What else do we have? String there and string there. Right. I can't uncraft you, can I? I don't... oh! Yes, I can. Cool. So that is that, and we've got those for a special purpose. I thought I'd have to go to a jungle, but I found a sheep that had brown wool, so that was nice. So we'll want some rotten flesh, which we also can use for some leather, because I've added a recipe for that, which I'm happy with. And we can also use this in a hydrator, which I immediately wanted to get access to when I have a chance. And we can use a... whatchamacallit there. For a slime ball. That's just the 100 there. I'm going to want to get my... I'm going to want to get a 2x2 source. I mean, I've got technically water underneath me, but I'm not immediately use it out. Wow, okay. So that's some water gone there. Let's do this real quick. Glad I got a pump so I can input some water there. So I want to make a lead real quick. And this, we need wood, which I have only oak on me currently. I mean, we have dark ones, but I don't know if I want to use them or not yet. And I do have a lead, which I can mostly use for later. So that's that. So we've got some fishing options, we've got some pick upgrades, we've got some glass bottles. What else do we want right now? Let's see. Jetpack. Yeah, I could, but I'll leave that later. Let's see. Vase, just to see what it's like, maybe. We'll get to it later. So yeah, I'm gonna wanna try and avoid the bees if I can. And obviously you can tell the XP limit there, that was for when I was cheating stuff in for a mod overview, which if you've seen this area, you'll know from the Broom and one of the others. The Broom, obviously that's where I did the Entech one and such, or as well as the Soup one. So there's a few, obviously I was doing testing for. So that's why I have such a high XP level, not because I was just cheating it in for the sake of it. For survival use, of course, only for the sake of the spotlight. But yeah, I lost a lot of hunger there, so that's what realistic sleep does, I guess. I thought it would be like a kind of insomnia sort of thing, but apparently not. But it's easy to avoid. Just need to make sure I have enough. Okay, so it's now... and I'm almost gonna get attacked if I'm not careful, probably. Okay, so we've got more there of that. So what's going on? You're over there just chilling. Okay. I'll take you out if we can. See you later. Skeletons just taking as much damage as possible, clearly from the sun. Thank you. And I think that's it. Oh, come on. Could you not? Thanks. That'd be great. See ya. Okay, so we've got a beehive that I just happened to get. I had been replanting trees a ton lately, So that's nice. Now, if I remember correctly, I'm going to go to the wiki just so I don't stuff this